Hello students and welcome to DAV Moyle Public School. Let's begin an online session of Standard 9th Science with your teacher Mrs. Vandana Ghagre. Dear students, in the previous two sessions of the lesson motion, we have studied how to describe the motion and what is the uniform motion and non-uniform motion. And today we will see the same but speed with the direction. That means when motion is with direction, what it is called. So let's see. In the previous session we have seen what is uniform and non-uniform motion, and today we will see how to measure the rate of motion and its speed with the direction. See here, during the cricket match we often see the table like this, which shows the bowling speed of the bowler. What does it indicate? It indicates that in throughout the over per ball, what is the speed of that ball? See here, 140 km per hour means first over, first ball, the speed of the ball is 140 km per hour. In the second, 143 km per hour. 135 km per hour in third, and in fourth ball 145 km per hour and 132 km per hour. Now the speed is decreasing, see here, and the last means the last ball of the over shows the speed 130 km per hour. So this is all about the speed, the time taken to travel and the total distance covered. When we take the ratio of these two quantities, we get the speed of the particular object. See the second symbol. We often see this symbol on the roadside or in the cross borders or at the square. 50 km per hour, and the jeep shows, truck symbol shows 40 km per hour, means it is the speed restriction for that particular area. So it also indicates the distance divided by the time. Distance divided by the, and that is known as the speed. See here, different objects may take different amounts of time to cover a given distance. Some of them move fast, but some of them might move slowly. The rate at which objects moves can be different. So how we will measure the which object is slow, which object is fast going? Also, the different objects can move at the same rate. Sometimes different objects also can move with the same motion. One of the way of measuring the rate of motion of an object is to find out the distance traveled by the object in unit time. Unit time means it may be second, it may be minute, or it may be hour. This quantity is referred to as the speed. The SI unit of speed is meter per second. This is represented by the symbol meter per second. That negative sign indicates the second, that is time, is in the denominator, or you can write it as meter dash second. That is also we can read as meter per second. The other unit of speed include centimeter per second, means centimeter s raised to the power minus 1, and kilometer per hour means kilometer per hour. To specify the speed of an object, we require only its magnitude, means its numerical value. The speed of an object need not be constant. Naturally, while moving around in the crowded place, our speed we are not able to maintain. It is not the uniform, and therefore for a particular object the speed is not constant. It need not be the constant. In the most cases, object will be in non-uniform motion, and therefore we describe the rate of motion of such object in terms of their average speed. The average speed of an object is obtained by dividing the total distance traveled by the total time taken. That is, average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. So if an object travels a distance s in time t, then its speed v is given by v is equal to s upon t. So in the previous example of the bowler, speed of the ball, if you want to calculate the speed of the bowler, you have to add the complete distance and then divide by the time taken to travel the distance. Let's now solve an example which is based on the formula of the speed. Let's understand this by an example. A car travels a distance of 100 km in 2 hours. Its average speed is 50 km per hour. The car might not have traveled at 50 km per hour all the time. Sometimes it might have traveled faster and sometimes slower than this speed. But the average speed is given 50 km per hour. Means here what we have to do? We have to take the addition of the complete distance covered divided by the complete time taken to complete the journey. That gives you the average speed. See the example here. An object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? It is very easy problem. First we will calculate the total distance traveled by the object, and it is 16 meter plus 16 meter, that equals to 32 meter. Then add the total time required by the object to travel this total distance, that is 32 meter. So the total time taken here is 4 seconds plus 2 seconds, that equals to 6 seconds, and therefore the average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken, that is 32 meter upon 6 seconds, that is 5.33 meter per second, and therefore the average speed of the object is 5.33 meter per second. We understand now how to calculate the average speed of the object when object is in motion. But we never talk about the direction. But don't you think direction is also necessary for the speed? As soon as you get the turn, take the turn, does it affect your speed? Yes, it affects your speed. So how we will come to know whether we have to take into consideration the direction of the motion or not? So let's see. The rate of the motion of an object can be more clear to you or us if we specify its direction of the motion along with the speeds. Means only speed will not clarify the rate of the motion. Along with the speed, we must consider the direction of the motion, and therefore the quantity that specifies both direction and the speed of the object is called velocity. So what is velocity? Velocity is the speed of an object moving in a definite direction. The velocity of an object can be uniform or variable. It can be changed by changing the object's speed, direction of motion, or both. When an object is moving along a straight line at a variable speed, we can express the magnitude of its rate of motion in terms of average velocity, and it is calculated in the same way as we calculate the average speed. So what is speed? Speed is nothing but the total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. But when we talk about the velocity, it includes the speed and also the motion along with the speed, that is direction of the motion along with the speed. In the case of velocity of an object is changing at a uniform rate, then the average velocity is given by the arithmetic mean of the initial velocity and final velocity for the given time period. That is, average velocity equals to initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. So here we will denote initial velocity by small u and final velocity means small v. So mathematically we will express the velocity as u plus v upon 2, where uav is the average velocity and u is the initial velocity and v is the final velocity of the object. The speed and velocity have the same unit, only the difference is velocity means we have to consider this direction and speed means only consider the distance. Now let's improve our observation skill and thinking skill. A small activity for you dear students. Now you understand the speed and velocity of the objects. What is the motion and what is the uniform motion, what is the non-uniform motion. Now it's time to check your understanding. See here, at the time when it is cloudy, there may be a frequent thunder and lightning. The sound of the thunder takes some time to reach you after you see the lightning. Why this happens and what is the reason behind this? Find it out. Measure this time interval using a digital wristwatch or stopwatch and then calculate the distance of the nearest point of lightning. Here the speed of the sound in air is given 346 meter per second. So go for it. So dear students, today we have learnt about the speed and the velocity, that is motion with the direction. And I hope you might have clear ideas and better understanding of the topic. I explain all the points in detail. Here is an assignment for you which will check your understanding. And I hope you would try honestly to solve the assignment. Thank you dear students and have a speedy day with the positive direction.